There are massive gains, both private and societal, from mergers and integration in industries. Economies of scale, ease of information transmission, reduction of uncertainties, and synchronization of demand and supply are just some of the benefits of integration. At the same time, we have to ensure that mergers do not substantially reduce competition and consumer choice. A good example is the telecom sector. Given the high costs and rapid pace of technological development, telecom is a market where there are obvious gains from integration. However, as is being shown by developments in the United States and Europe, consumer experience is extremely sensitive to the prevailing market structures. What is important is not just to ensure current competition between existing players, but also potential competition between existing players and new entrants, and between current technologies and emerging technologies. At the same time, regulators need to keep in mind the feature this sector has of a natural monopoly with large upfront fixed costs and low variable costs. Such industries can succumb to ruinous competition where no player makes enough money to be financially healthy. Regulators have to take a call on the right balance between too many players and too few. The Indian telecom market has thrived with competition. Indian call rates are amongst the cheapest in the world, as Indian firms have evolved a uniquely Indian business model. Large volumes have of course helped, but those large volumes and the broad reach of communications, a cell phone in almost every hand, would not have been possible if it were not for the low price emerging from the business model. However, there are downsides. Quality has suffered. The sector is laden with debt. New players are loath to enter, and some existing ones are threatening to quit. Auction of spectrum has found no bidders in several circles. Going forward though, one can foresee the continuing need for regulation to ensure competition, innovation, and low rates and better service for the consumers. A fundamental restructuring of the players in the market may well occur. Of course, the sector has its own regulator, the TRAI, but the overarching role of CCI in competition policy cannot be ignored. There are other sectors that may well need restructuring, and each sector has its own issues. For example, some banks, including some public sector banks, among the 26 public sector banks that we have, may be better off merging. The need for 2 or 3 world-sized banks in an economy that is poised to become one among the 5 largest in the world is rather obvious. At the same time, mergers may reduce competition in certain segments or geographies substantially and may alter competition between banks and non-banks. Are our regulators well positioned to evaluate the consequences to competition in different sub-markets and across regulatory jurisdictions? Is there a role for the CCI here? Finally, we have seen bank mergers lead to too big to fail entities. What constitutes a merger too far? How do the relative merits of prudential regulation and competition regulation weigh? We have not confronted these issues as yet in India, but undoubtedly we will have to in the not too distant future, and will have to prepare for them. Fortunately, there are fewer and fewer situations where pure natural monopolies exist. For instance, power distribution used to be thought of as a natural monopoly, but given the advances in technology, we can allow multiple producers to distribute via the same grid. Indeed, much of India is moving this way. Nevertheless, there are still a number of areas, many of them involving services to the public, such as water distribution, which are natural monopolies. Given that we're increasingly turning to private firms in these areas, we do need regulation. We need separate regulators for such sectors, whose role will be to keep the private producer working for the public interest while ensuring the producer makes reasonable profits and that the public sector does not transfer undue risk onto the private sector.